Hi guys, welcome to Manhood Explained. My name is Camille. Today is 31st of March 2020 and welcome to live number 95. Today I want to talk about self-accountability and why this is the only way for you not to be fake, not to be basically a paper tiger. And it's gonna take me like 10 minutes to go through all of this and maybe a little bit more. Last videos it took me like 13 to 15 minutes, so just warning. But this one's gonna be like hardcore one because it requires some understanding, some kind of willpower to understand this and to go through all of this. So just a warning. So if you're weak-hearted, then if you want to go to watch someone else play Minecraft or watch another video of Justin Bieber or something, just go, because it's gonna tell you the truth straight to your face. Just saying. There's one thing that every relationship has in common. It's like a rule. And the rule says that everything in a relationship is about trust. Everything. Everything that happens there is just proves or shows that you're trustworthy and that you're doing good job, or kind of the contrary. That you're basically someone who just try to fix it, or just not being able to do this. And one thing that they don't tell you when you get married, or we just don't, learn the lesson before we jump into it, is that in general, in most of the relationship, you're gonna be on the top of the food chain from the spot. And your girl may be the one who's just saying, "Oh, I want to have 50% of vote in all the decisions." Yeah, it's gonna end really soon. The moment you prove that you're able to be someone who is capable of dealing with this whole stuff, she's gonna just give it to you. That's how it's gonna be. Just take it as it is, because so many of you kind of found yourself in this situation. You say this is not fair. Well, they should tell you that it's going to happen like this, because simple psychology will tell you that it's exactly how it's going to happen. And the other thing that they don't tell you is that the feeling that you'll have of being a true man, you're going to get it only if you'll be able to deal with this kind of stuff and be someone who is able to, or capable of dealing with this position, of taking the responsibility for the whole relationship. But one thing that happens that they don't tell you as well is that the moment you become the top of the food chain, and you're basically bearing the consequences, and you're making the whole decisions, that there's no one there to help you. There's no one for you to talk to. There's no one for you to motivate you, to inspire you, unless you have a mentor, or I don't know, psychologist, coach, or some brotherhood of true men. I'm not talking about those men groups that I've been part of, and they're tragic. They don't help each other. It's like, never mind. But if you don't have this kind of people that you can be accountable to, there's just you. And unfortunately, most of us guys, because of our pride, because of different things, we're just not gonna look for a person like this. You're not gonna say or share, even with your closest friends, that you're not able to deal with your own relationship, that you're not able to basically get yourself together and pull this whole thing through. Just don't. And that's why we lose. Because first of all, we never knew, we never heard about it, nobody told us. And now when we wake up in this, we're not even able to just kind of default, because that's gonna be like our failure. So we're trying not to do this as well, just because of our pride. And this is like a downward spiral, because you don't know what to do with this, but then you don't want to quit. So listen, there are just two ways in all of this that you can handle this. And they're going to be tough ones. First of all, you have to start lying to yourself. You have to basically face the music. If you're lazy, you're lazy. If you're high performance, you're high performance. If you're impatient, You're impatient. If you're angry, you're angry. This is simply the truth. You've got to understand, you cannot fake to be a man. Your girl knows more about you than probably you know about yourself. And I talked about all of this for a long time, so just go through my videos if you haven't, or read some book. There's so much information about it that it's crazy that we even have to talk about it. But you just cannot fake it, because very soon the truth will come out, and it's going to be obvious for everyone, especially to your girl, especially to your kids, that if you're impatient, you're going to be impatient. It's just going to come out. So you've got to learn how to stop lying to yourself. Just be someone who is capable of meeting yourself and facing yourself. Because without that, you won't be able to make any move towards anything. You're not going to be able to change anything if you're completely, and all the time lying to yourself. And the second thing, you'll have to be self-accountable. You have to understand that if you don't have anyone and you don't plan to look for a mentor, look for, therapist or coach or, the men's group or brotherhood, then you'll have to do it yourself. And then if you see some flaws, you'll have to make a decision, what do I have to do with this? Find a solution and be able to kind of make a decision, what you're going to do, and then be accountable to yourself. You'll have to kind of push yourself, motivate yourself, and kind of inspire yourself if you can to make this all happen. You're gonna build the willpower by this, and that's the only way. Or find a mentor. And that's why I'm saying it over and over again. It's good to sign up to some martial art class or do something with military or something like this, because then you'll have someone who's going to be, at least for this new, let's say, hour or two, they're going to be someone who's going to be above you, and they're going to push you towards. And you'll find yourself in a gym or in a like martial art class, and they're going to be someone who, even though you're completely out of your breath, you cannot do nothing, they're going to stand above you and yell at you until you give them another 10 push-ups, another series, another something. And interestingly enough, at the end of this whole thing, you're gonna end up, catch your breath. You're gonna smile. You're gonna say thank you, because this is exactly what I'm paying you for. This is exactly why I'm here. But you'll have to experience that to feel how much it pumps you, how much it changes your own perspective on yourself, because you know then that there's someone who's trying to push you, just because they know that the barrier of your pain, barrier of your abilities is so much farther than you even thought it's possible for you to reach it. But then you'll have to allow yourself to go there. So if you're not do this, then everything falls on your arms. So that's why again and again, stop lying to yourself. Be honest with yourself. Then think what do you have to do about it, and then make a decision and be self-accountable, because that's the only way you'll be able to make changes and change the things that you're flawed in to your strengths. Because listen, this is what I want you to take from this video. That for most of us, it's like the only way to see how really men we are is to basically see ourselves in our reflection in a mirror. And then you basically, if you have this ability to stop lying to yourself, basically, then you know how really, how far you are, how big of a man you are, or how all of this is just smoke and mirrors, and you're just this paper tiger. So think about it and do something about it, because it's not going to be done by itself. The only person that is able to do anything about it is you, brother. So listen, I'm just going to add one more thing. Challenge yourself. Because as I talked yesterday or 2 days ago, maybe it's a good time to start doing something about it by challenging yourself. Maybe you want to decide that tomorrow you're going to get up at 8 a.m. and you're going to do 50 push-ups. Maybe you're going to go for a run. Maybe you're going to go to pray. Maybe you're going to go to meditate. Maybe you're going to stretch for a few minutes, or maybe you're going to just make a coffee for your girl, not because she asked you to, but you decided that you want to do something for her out of your own will. Think about it, because maybe these small steps will be something that will allow you or help you to change your own mindset about yourself. Because then you will see that by the small steps, doing one step at a time, you'll be able to achieve greatness in time. Just a thought. So again, if you like this kind of videos, or you like this one, or you didn't, just comment down below, or just DM me. And if you want me to talk about something, maybe you've been inspired and you thought about one of those things that we talked about today, just give me a shout. I'll be glad to record something for you. That being said, see you tomorrow.